Pretend there's intro music. Nice, beautiful intro music. It's
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
the QVC show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic episode of Quality Violent Cinema. I'm one of your three hosts, Goblin fucking Riley.
And I'm Christian.
And I'm Bones.
And today we actually have a very special guest, not like the special that Bones is, but actually someone who's fucking
Maybe a
awesome.
little bit.
We have from the legendary podcast, movie podcast, horror podcast, honestly just so many, not just horror, just so many great things like Luck of the Irish and just all the Disney Channel special episodes, you know. We got Mr. Boogedy up in the house, Mr. Joe La Scola.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me, man.
What's
Dude,
up?
thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's not every day someone actually wants to be on this, so.
Did you do a Disney special on the end? It's like Endless Ring of Light, that fucking weird Disney one with the mermaid shit.
No, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh, dude, I just found out what the name was of it. I watched it like
Really?
fucking so long ago. It's bizarre. It
I
deserves
gotta
a
check
watch.
that out. I'm a big Fuzz Bucket fan.
Well, Luck of the Irish too. The main kid from that is the main kid in the fucking one I'm talking about.
Oh shit! So it's like later. It's like later Disney, like 2000s Disney.
It was like 96, I think, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah. Luck of the Irish was that was something else. I didn't grow up with that one. Sean suggested that one, or I think it was Sean or Connor at the time. But yeah, that was a trippy one.
It definitely like tricked the switch in my brain because I definitely saw it once as a kid on Disney Channel. I didn't think of it. I just remember, I forgot his fucking name, but the grandpa in it. Like I remember him specifically.
Yeah.
And like, and so then I saw you guys did it, and I was like, oh my god! So like, absolute flashback.
I had a warped view on the Irish as a kid because I would watch that, and then fucking like Leprechaun would pop on Sci-Fi when I was a kid.
Yeah,
It was
dude.
like that's the only thing I knew about Irish people was the limericks and fucking Luck of the Irish.
And the drinking. Yeah.
And potatoes.
No clue. Potatoes.
But so,
And they hate
This-
We
juice
got
pawn
deep
shop
lore about the
owners.
fucking leprechaun on our show.
oh my
They're
god,
the
yeah,
best.
it actually
in space is actually
Oh, dude,
fucking top
It's
quality.
so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
So speaking of lucky, we're-
well,
what is the movie
let's-
that we are going to be talking about?
Before we get to that, at least, I mean, let Joe say a few things about himself because I mentioned Movie Dumpster, but also there was something about a Terrifier 3 documentary and
Oh yeah,
This-
there's a whole bunch of shit going on, dude. I actually had forgotten that I even did that. There was so much going on.
so what besides your podcast, what do you do?
For my day job, I do video and I do editing and I do motion graphic stuff and animation stuff. And then I'm also a filmmaker and I've been doing it since forever. I've been working. I've gotten the opportunity to work with my buddy Bobby Knipe. Yeah, so I got to work with him on his new movies that are coming out, Pig Shit and Bloody Bones, which was cool. And yeah, I did work for I shot the Terrifier 3 Art Attack documentary, and I did that for my buddy John Campapiano. That was really fun. I mean, it was a really good time. I got to hang out with Damien and all them on set for Terrifier 2 or Terrifier 3, excuse me. And yeah, it was just fucking cool, man.
I will say that's one thing I also appreciate about your show is just like the subtle stoner reference.
Oh man, it's there.
I'm
you
like,
know.
hell yeah, let's go.
We can't explicitly be like, yeah, we're smoking a fucking bowl or whatever, because we'll get
Yeah.
whacked for that.
Clearly, we have.
Yeah, we're not monetized.
We're not.
so-
We're not monetized. Like, especially when they're like, you can't cuss within the first 30 seconds, and we got an intro. Like,
Yeah, it's like fucking fuck.
I think
We
we've
had to-
started
we-
our episodes like that. Like, this is going to be fucked. And they're just like,
We had to like start training ourselves to like not do that.
yeah.
You know, where like we like keep conscious of the first minute to not be like, say fuck or shit or whatever.
Humdar. And today, after a definitely not super extended break, we're covering 2020's Freak by Lucky Cerruti, starring
He's at the
Jameson
beginning.
Bat as Henry. Lucky Cerruti. It says it's starring him, but he's in it for all of 2 minutes just so he could be Quentin Tarantino, where he's like, I'm gonna make out the chick and then I'm gonna get decapitated after a sex scene. Opening credits. Let's go. So shout out Lucky for living out all of
But
our
he never really
directing
gets the
dreams.
sex scene though. He never really gets the sex scene though.
No full,
You know
no
what?
full penetration.
We don't know
No.
that. We don't
He's
know
a little
that.
dry hump, dude. Yeah.
I should have
That was
asked
the
that 'cause
deleted scene.
I asked for the behind the scenes. It should have been like, so, but did you get your dick wet?
Yeah.
And then Doran Boucher is Ryan, Anna Christie Cords is Kendra, and many, many more people that I did not write down because my phone was acting up on IMDb
Yeah.
that day.
This movie is like camping. It's fucking intense.
It's cool. I'm allowed to forget some things because Lucky was scared of me for all of like 20 minutes at Wasteland.
Why? Why?
So at Wasteland, his table was across from Nathan Rumler's, who Amityville Vibrator, The Big F, great director, great sleazeploitation director. And I had my movie Slave Dolls 2, Red Rooms. Same
Way to
with shameless
plug.
self-promotion. Yeah, there we go.
Is that on that's on pre-order right now, ain't it? I gotta go grab a copy.
Oh no, it's been on sale for a while.
And
I got
you should
a
grab a copy as well.
And everyone, yeah, from New Film Order.
Or hit up Nathan and get some Balkus 3, which I'm in.
All right, guys, this isn't a fucking plug for everyone. But so my movie was selling there, and my wife, being the wonderful salesperson that she is, stuck her tits out and was just going up to people like, "Have you want to see this awesome movie at this table and stuff?" And then goes up to Lucky and is like, "Oh, hi. Her name is Pixie Puke." And what not many people know is that it's a misnomer. It's a heroin bob. It's because she hates puke. But his first instinct was, "Oh, you guys make puke porn. I'm not interested in that." And then so like he was all kind of weirded out and shit. And then she walked up to me. She's like, "Yeah, Lucky isn't interested." And I was like, "Lucky? Like he has fucking green elephant on his table right now. Like we haven't done nearly half this shit as that." And I guess he ended up talking to Brandon Terry and was like, "Oh wait, it's not just like super graphic porn." And Brandon's like, "Yeah, no, I've seen it. It's good, whatever." And so like he apologized for about a good 6 hours after that. He's like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. We traded DVDs and stuff." But yeah, because he was sick, I don't need to or because he was scared of me, I don't need to learn the whole cast. That was the wraparound argument right there.
Dude, my
But
first
wait,
fucking...
your film is a raunchy porn though.
Yeah.
Not the second one
Oh, okay.
But the
because
first
it has
time,
motorcycles.
the first time I oh my god. But the first time I met Lucky was literally going in to see this movie. I was fucking talking with him and Silas. He was like, "Yeah, dude, I don't want to fucking watch Freak again. I'm gonna go get fucking hot wings. You guys go in." It was great.
Dude, Lucky is an absolute sweetheart.
Well, somebody who say what the fucking
So-
movie's about.
You
Bones
say
has
something.
no
Hey,
idea.
Bones, you go into it.
No.
No, he's gonna be like, "So this fuck."
No, I just read another book that's very similar to this movie, and it gets a lot worse. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, this deformed dude was like killing people."
Christian, you want
He
to
is
plug?
so much more than a.
He's a deformed creature of sorts.
A
Oh my
product
God,
of
this is like-
incest.
Fetal
Product of
alcohol syndrome.
incest.
Arthur Crenshaw.
Movie is about a group of teenagers, maybe older adults, maybe, but definitely teenagers. They all look 12. You know what? Shout out for hiring people that actually look their age.
Yeah, we talked about that before we started. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
But they go camping out in these woods, but these woods, they're Arthur Crenshaw's woods. Who's Arthur Crenshaw? He's a deformed mutant freak, and I don't know why I just got an accent out of nowhere. He's a deformed mutant freak who terrorizes the woods and is just, you know, it's 40 minutes and it's just a backwoods creature feature splatter film, and it's a lot of fun. So there's not much plot to it. You got a monster, you got a group of kids in the woods, and you got a crazy old man. That's all you need. That's all you need with this. That's all you want with this. You don't need anything more. You don't need anything less. So,
Yeah, it's definitely the hats off to a few of your traditional style horror, but yeah, it's fun.
oh yeah, no, it's definitely an ode, but it's to me it doesn't reach the point of parody in any way. Other than one specific scene, I guess I'll bring that up. There is one point, but I'm sure we all have a place that we started with this. So, I mean, let's throw it to our guest first. Where did you see this or hear about it for the
Yeah,
first
man.
time?
Well, I didn't have the pleasure of meeting Lucky or catching a screening of it, so I grabbed the VHS from Harboobs. So I
Yes.
had that, and I got like the special edition thing, and it
Oh,
came
cool.
with the little figure from Tony's Dark Nightmares, which is pretty cool. I thought it was pretty sweet. So that's how I first saw it. And it's a lot of fun, man. Like I think it's a. I mean, I know it's like short to the point, but I don't know, man. It's just a good time. I'm a sucker for killer or monster in the woods movies, and so this was right up my alley for sure.
Yeah, that's why I love it too. It's like I said, just a backwoods creature feature,
Yeah,
and I need it. Need more
it's
of
not
that in my life.
overcomplicated. It's just like here's the fucking thing, and he's creepy as hell, and he's the puppet's really fucking creepy too, man. Because there's
Yeah.
like I think there's a little stop motion. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
there's stuff. Yeah, no, there's
That's
stuff.
what I said. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and then
just thought
it's
of
stop
like
motion. It's
puppetry.
also like a big puppet, like on a like composited.
Well, specifically in the beginning of the movie, there's a scene like with where Lucky's in it, where he like walks towards him that
Yeah.
Yeah,
totally to me got stop motion vibes
Yeah.
from it.
for sure. Yeah.
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 I was kind of shocked when I had first seen the monster. I was like, "Oh, this isn't just like yeah." I thought it was like just a dude with like a crazy head, but
Mhm.
he's like tall with these crazy fucking legs that like come out and like these long ass arms with like these. It looks like the you ever see that episode of Tales from the Dark Side with the Griller Seasons of Belief?
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like the fucking hands that come out, like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
all like
Or like
long and
or
shit.
like
The
telling a
fingers.
3-year-old to draw your scary monster.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That too.
Well,
He's
speaking of the
creepy, man.
monster, I did ask Lucky because as me and Bones, we rewatched it right before we started this, and Bones was like, "How did he make this?" Two behind the scenes facts. The budget for this was $700, and literally
Really?
all of it went to the special effects, to James Bell and the special effects. And he said that specifically when it came to making Arthur, it was just all leftover latex that they had and just random pieces they found around the shop, and they just molded this monster out of just random things that they had laying around,
Interesting.
which I think it comes out really well.
It
Yeah.
Because
worked to do like this spider like fucked up creature. Like his legs are all fucked up. You could see like it's like he has joints where there shouldn't be, and they're like
Yeah.
it worked out quite well.
yeah, and back to real quick the whole stop motion thing is it's definitely a mix between like stop motion maybe a couple times puppetry and like there's definitely scenes where there's a dude wearing fake monster arms and like the head and stuff just the way
Yeah.
they're grabbing stuff and all that. And
Yeah.
so just I mean to build the monster and then on top of all the special effects just to make someone be able to be the monster is insane on $700.
Oh, and it flows really
sure.
well. Like it transitions really well. Even the coloring and lighting effects onto it actually blends really well.
Yeah.
Puts a lot of like other bigger budget films to shame, to be honest. And when it comes to like that style, it's like, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
700 budget and they could do this shit?
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, I
Using the
spent
money
10
wisely.
times that and I did not pull that off.
Yeah, if I had $700, I wouldn't do nearly as much like with this that he did, just because I wouldn't know how. But I think that's also like the thing that I mentioned to Bones as well is there's a big difference between having James Bell do your effects and James Bell being on set to do your effects. Because like
Yeah.
I with Slave Dolls 2, James Bell did my effects in the sense that he sent me the prosthetics and everything that I would need for it. And basically we built it from the ground up on his direction. But like this and Deviant by Brandon Terry, where he's actually on set, you can very much feel a difference. And I feel like the dollar bill on whenever James Bell is there goes so much farther.
Yeah. I think a
And he did all the
mixture.
gore stuff specifically, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did the gore.
And
He
then
makes
Matt
he makes a lot of
Ethan-
prosthetics, like the heads he's famous for, and the like a lot of the hands and the penis. Like you when you see a
Yeah.
James Bell penis in a movie, you're like, that's a James Bell fucking. That's what I used in one of mine.
It's
I
not
used a
even a
James Bell
joke.
penis.
You
Yeah,
know.
A lot of
Yeah.
fetuses.
yeah,
He just
a
sells
lot of
of
fetuses.
A lot of fetuses. Yeah.
I don't know if
Several
you've-
fetuses in my movie.
I don't know if you've ever seen pictures because you say you don't really know of him or his work, but you might have seen like his pictures where he's at different oh god, what's it called? He does the specific
Conventions?
the specific convention.
Well, he does the Detroit.
It's an Odyssey thing, like or
Oddity.
not Odyssey, Oddity Expo
Yeah,
that he
it's-
travels with, but he like there's pictures of his table everywhere where like it's covered in just dismembered body parts, and he has like lamps where the lampshades are made of human flesh, and
I'm
like
sure
when
I've
you
seen
see
it.
his table, you're like, holy shit, that's like, yeah, his shit's insane
Oh,
always.
I have his new baby too, where you could rip the guts out and brain him, like pull the scalp back, and he has a brain, and it's like a
Oh, that's
big
sick.
baby too. Yeah.
And the great thing about him is when you meet him, he's like the nicest, sweetest guy ever.
Oh, sweetest.
Yeah.
He's literally selling that shit with his children, like his infants in the like in the back, and we're like playing with the infants while we're buying dead babies.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
he's a
man.
wonderful man.
No, James is wonderful. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like Arthur as like a weird fucking character. I think they did like a good like inbred weird. I mean, we don't really get to see a lot of backstory, like Joe said and like Goblin says, pretty cut and dry. I don't know. I think there's definitely a sequel could be in the works if they tried to. But I like.
So
Are
that
we gonna?
leads to backstage note number 3. A sequel has been written, but it needs a much bigger budget,
I
is
believe
what
it.
Lucky said. Which actually, if I don't know if Christian watched it, me and Bones did, because he didn't know it existed. But there actually is an end post-credit scene that definitely could lead up to a good sequel. Nothing fucking happens, but he's still alive.
Oh, he sure is.
He's out there rocking in the woods with his insane father,
Well, at the
which
at the
Yeah.
end, it didn't even show that he died. It was just
I was just trying to
He's
fill
Did
still
he
in.
there.
did he kill what's her face or did he not? You know.
Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe
That
she
is the
comes
big
back. Yeah,
question.
see?
I'll
Let's
be
do it.
back.
Let's do a Friday the 13th part 2 where we get that bitch back. Because
Yeah,
I
just goes
liked
to her
her.
house.
Well, I
They
liked
just
her.
hang out. They play fucking Yahtzee or some shit. I don't know. They're friends now.
But yeah, me and Goblin were talking about this because I think the characters aren't that bad. They're like they have like archetypes, but they're not
Yeah.
necessarily written in that way. Like the jock dude is like the smartest dude in it for some reason. The brother's a normal douchebag brother, but not too bad. And like I like the chick, the main chick. Usually you'd have more emo, my life sucks type shit. But she was actually really well portrayed and well written.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was
all the
saying. Is
acting was
like,
actually really good in this for the budget too, like who he got and everything.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely his pals and his friends, as
He
all us
definitely,
indie filmmakers are. Just like, hey, you doing anything Saturday? I got a case.
yeah,
Come on down.
he
Yeah.
But
definitely didn't pay them.
But in like regards to what Bone said, is like I really did enjoy how subtle that like they are caricatures in a sense. Like you have your typical like angsty teen lady who, I hate the world and I don't want to go on this trip. And then you like in a bigger sense, you have your crazy old man, it's a death curse. You have,
Yeah.
that
It's a
typical, but
death kiss.
they're all played very subtly. It's not in a lot of independent horror movies, you get the very over the top caricatures. If you have a gay guy, he's overly gay. If you have a jock, he's overly jockey. If you have your emo teenage want to keep it to herself girl, you have Evil Dead 2013, and it's just like that. It's so nice how they don't play that up. It's very subtle caricatures of people, and I think that adds a lot to it, which gives it like when you do meet the eventual father of Arthur, it adds a lot more sympathy to what he has to say than he's just a crazy loon in the woods, but he's just a guy who is dealing with the hand he was dealt how he knows how. And
Yeah,
so I think that
absolutely.
really adds and builds to the atmosphere of it because it's shot beautifully, but it's shot in very much like gray tones and like it's not very bright or and all that. And so I feel like that also helps. Like the characters are kind of more how subtle the characters are and how kind of just like smooth and not very insane the shooting is. It really helps like the insaneness that is Arthur when he does appear. Because something like Arthur doesn't belong in this world that Lucky has built.
But it works so well, and those effect shots are all of them are shot really well, and all the shots with Arthur in it are really done superbly, especially for like a super low budget film like this. Just to the character point too, like I totally agree with you guys. It makes them feel like real. You said already, like the caricatures can like really take you out of it, and I feel like a big staple of like a lot of independent films is going over the top with it or being like I don't know, portraying like what you think this old movie is like, but it's not that. You know what I mean? Like to
Yeah.
an extreme.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everybody was good in it, and it was believable. And I thought they all did a really good job, especially because these people probably most likely never acted before, or than like one other thing, probably.
No, that's the
Yeah.
impressive part. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that it was just natural enough. Like there
Mhm.
was a tiny bit of over the topness that went with the caricatures, but like it was like just natural enough to where it worked
But
out.
it was never tongue in cheek, like winking at
Yeah.
the camera shit,
Exactly,
which I really
yeah.
can't stand. You know,
That's the shit I hate, where it's like,
Yeah.
aren't we wacky? Aren't we
is it
extreme? Like, aren't we
a bad movie
offensive?
on purpose? And it's like,
Yeah.
nah, man, you're missing
Unless
the
they go
fucking
like
point.
completely over the top, though. There are some ones that
Yeah.
can do it really well. But,
Well, there's some ones like Trauma
Meat
fucking is the
Machine.
king of that
Sure.
shit.
yeah, or Hobo with a Shotgun.
That-
Hobo with the shotgun, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a satire through and through,
Yeah.
though. You know?
Exactly.
Like, it
Like
makes
that
sense.
that firmly has its tongue planted in its cheek.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but to do something like this, like I feel like after Sleepaway Camp 2 came out, where it was like not quite over the top, but it was just like the perfect middle. It just inspired so many people to be like, these are the characters now, and these are the things now, and it just never got to that level. Like
Sure.
it was making fun of it, but it was still trying to make like a good movie. I hate the making a movie that's supposed to be bad but not bad. You
It
said
hurts,
Hope,
man. It hurts a lot to watch those movies.
it
Yeah.
does. Oh my God, yeah. Like, if I can tell, like, you're purposely like, I don't know, it makes me think of like better movies I could be watching. Like, it'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, here's some crazy, insane joke. And I'm like, I could watch Pink Flamingos, where they did it kind of with tact. And like, like, as much as you can, like, as much as weird to say that, but it's like, bad movies are good when they're not intending to be bad. That's why The Room is like the biggest bad movie ever and can tour and all that, because that was never the intention. That, there's definitely a lot like Cockhammer and these various other movies that it's just like, how over the top can we go? Oh, isn't this wacky? And yeah, that's I very much don't like that. Makes
It
it
usually
much
works
harder
out
to
better
watch
when they
that.
take themselves seriously, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, and it just turns
exactly.
out that it just happens.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
and little off topic, but it's the same topic. There's this weird fucking movie you could find on YouTube. I don't remember the name of it, but it's totally this rich dude who had like a fucking, it was like trust fund money, and the dude was totally autistic and he took it super seriously, and he made this weird sci-fi movie where the aliens wore golf visors and capes, and like you could tell it was serious, and that's why it was funny, because it was bad. Like,
It's a spectacle to behold.
yeah, like it's so disjointed. Me and my buddy were talking about that, about making a movie like that. You just need so many people's inputs to do something like that on purpose. You need so many people's inputs. Like a good director always says no to a bad idea and yes to a good idea. To make that movie, you just got to say yes to every one of those psycho
yeah, yep.
actors. Yeah, just fucking yes. Let's do it. Fucking that idea's but let's put it in.
Shout out Klaus Kinski, I guess.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Or Marlon Brando. They're
I know
both
I might die,
equally
but fuck
crazy.
it, put him in it. Put him in.
He put a
Start
gun to my
fucking knife
head, but
fight
I
with
just
him.
shot
Yeah.
him through the tent. We'll be fine. I love him and Werner Herzog talking. It's like, yeah, I fucking put a gun to Klaus's head, and then later that night he agreed, but then he took the gun and shot it through the crew's tent. Like,
Jesus, man.
yeah, that was
Who
Gary
directed
the Rat guy.
Crawl Space for Empire?
the original
It wasn't.
one?
Yeah, it
was,
wasn't David DeCoteau. It was
No, it wasn't David Dakota or whatever.
the guy
however
who
the
did
fuck you say
Gary
it.
Schmoller, who
Gary
did Puppet
Schmoller.
Master.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, he has like a whole documentary put out with Klaus like on that set, and they were like getting into like fist fights and shit, and like he brought like a knife to fucking set.
Yeah.
And, like,
Oh, yeah.
it was just bad news.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
Well, that was the problem, is that him and Marlon Brando were the exact same, but Marlon Brando was so famous he could get away with it and they wouldn't say anything. They would say shit to Klaus and then Klaus would get violent. Like fucking just go crazy.
There's like, that's Brando. I don't know what to tell you. Shoot it in the dark. Shoot it in the dark. Like,
Yeah.
He's gonna wear that fucking ice bucket on his head.
That was literally just about to
I-
say.
Island of Dr. Moreau. Yeah.
I just watched that again not too long
I'm
ago.
afraid of
man.
the sun and I want a midget as
Yo,
a
it's-
pet.
It's fucking great. When he's playing piano with that little pig man, that's the fucking best.
Insane.
Dude, yeah, I rewatch that movie all the time. I love that movie.
So good.
The documentary is actually better than the movie.
Yeah.
Just how
Hell yeah.
clusterfucky that was. Island of Lost Souls or whatever it was called.
I wanted to say that it's definitely appropriately paced, and the length is I think is really good. I don't like whenever like especially when it's such a low budget type thing like to try to like draw it out way longer than it needs to. Everything seemed very very necessary and just kind of like sped on into the plot, and I will say the pacing was really good in this.
Yeah, to be honest, I was a little bit of the opposite. I'm like, I think he could have done an hour and 10 movie and make it like a legit feature length. Like there was some
Sure.
padding he could have done. I mean, I'm glad for the ba, but like just for his own benefit. Like I think if he padded it out a little bit, it might have been.
But I think that's the key to it, that you want more. So you
True.
know,
Yeah,
True.
I'd rather
donate
I'd rather a
donate
sequel.
to the
yeah,
sequel,
than-
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah.
gonna say, well, then you kind of broke what I was gonna say, Bones. So I was gonna say, oh, I think this is like the first time in 3 movies we haven't been like, this needs to be shortened, or this could have like been longer, you know? Like I'm like, damn,
Legit.
we finally found a movie that's like, this feels nice. Like, but nope, we had to go and ruin it.
Yep, that's Bones.
So freak, man. Did you notice that tent? That was a damn good tent in that movie.
Dude,
Bro, I don't know how the
I'd
fuck
fuck in
he
that
got
tent.
his big fat mutant fingers to
Around
unzip
the-
that little fucking
the-
zipper, dude.
I think he just like pushed it down. He didn't like grab it and drag it. He just did like the pull down.
Or maybe
on
he
it.
had a little string on it.
dude,
little
I have
hook,
trouble
little
with
hanger.
my meaty fingers.
Yeah.
Like, just, I'm trying to be
But-
silent while my girlfriend's asleep. I'm trying to go piss, and it's like,
He's better at opening them tent doors, dude.
I
also
know.
love the fact that he has a fucking knife that he carries with him.
Yeah.
To, like cut
Yeah.
people's heads off and shit.
It was like
it's
a
big,
hacksaw.
giant, crazy monster, dude, and he's just like taking his time, fucking sawing
Right.
heads off.
Snap the
I love
dude's
it.
legs in half and still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
doing quite a bit with
nonchalant and
3
shit,
fingers.
Yeah.
like,
Both of them.
crack.
Crack.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Crack,
oh, hold on, give me a minute. But no, but it's
then
because we
also
had to
got
see
fucking
those
hit him with a
amazing head split effects from
Yeah.
James Bell.
Oh man, he is walking around like sloth in those fucking woods, though, right?
He
He's
is,
like,
though. That's what he was looking for. He wasn't creeping. He wasn't trying
Baby
to murder
Ruth.
Baby Ruth. That's all he wanted.
I
Yeah.
wanted.
Just wanted that Baby Ruth. And instead he creeps on a girl, then what I'm guessing is proceeds to go out and come in the woods. Because he
That's
just
what I
like
thought
like
too.
leans over her, breathing, and then he takes off running, and then you just hear
And he screams and he shoots, right?
right on the tree, right?
Maybe his
That's why
whole
he comes
problem
back
is
the
his
next
hands
day.
are just too big. He can't jerk off, so he's just, frustrated.
Got a
That's
T-Rex
what-
problem.
fucking
That's
zipper
what I
down.
said. That's what I said. I'm like, maybe it's actually just a metaphor for the sexual frustration of men. That's what literally.
Is
I said that
his
while we
dick
were
like on his
rewatching it.
back where he can't
Mhm.
reach it because he's a freak or something?
All I want is an anime girlfriend.
His waifu pillow.
Oh god.
I really no. I hope genuinely he finds a girlfriend in the second one.
Dude,
know?
that it should be
If-
just like
if-
Wrong Turn 2. He
No,
needs to be
fuck that.
fucking
Junk
another
bucket. It
mutant.
needs to be Junk Bucket too. Where, he finds the love of his life and then ear fucks her for no reason. It's just the convenience, I guess.
He's really into ear stuff, this guy, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Joe, have you seen the Junk Bucket movies?
No, I have not.
Dude, you got to. Troma put out the second one. Steve did such a good job. They're
Oh,
amazing.
shit, man, I gotta check it out.
Steve just always be doing that good job.
I just said Steve. No, after Lloyd fucked him on that, he literally got so depressed he stopped making movies, which is horrible. But
That sucks.
yeah.
Me too, but it's my day job and not trauma, so.
Yeah, I've heard
Here
that
we
for
are.
a few. Lloyd Kaufman can be kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
But did
I
you
haven't,
know
like,
that Fred
personally, like-
Vogel started the first independent film company? I love Vogel.
So I had
He's
to
the
leave.
best.
I do love Vogel, but he's a little cocky. I had to leave.
Yeah, but
weird,
he worked
though.
at Tom
Wonder-
Savini's school, so it kind of rubbed off maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Shout out Tiny Tom Savini, who's screaming about
Oh.
spaghetti and meatballs
I
in the fucking
Dude, yeah.
catering service
That was
at Wasteland.
I know that was like the only opportunity to say hi. I was like, hi, and he's like,
I told you not to say hi. He was screaming at the fucking goddamn chef.
Hey, that
You
is, I
shouldn't
think
have
that's
said
the best.
hi.
No, it's the best time to say.
Oh man.
Dude,
I
no,
didn't want a
like
bad rep with Tom Savini, and I'm
He's
told
not
you
gonna
to
remember
stay
me.
quiet.
He's like he's gonna be all angry, just not fucking. He's still thinking about the fucking server.
He's a tiny angry man. It's Tom
basically,
Savini.
yeah, me and my girl were waiting in line to check in for at the hotel for Wasteland, and he walks right in front of me. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? You're a lot smaller than I expected. And then he goes up to the catering area where like they have the restaurant, and then they have a catering area where it's like you can get hot dogs and hamburgers and chips or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And he walks up to the guy. He's like, so what do you got? He's like, oh, we got hamburgers and hot dogs. He's like, no spaghetti and meatballs. What the fuck don't you got spaghetti and meatballs? And he like went off on this poor like
Yeah.
hotel worker for not having spaghetti and meatballs there. And then I guess the next night he went off at the restaurant in the hotel for not having spaghetti and meatballs. So that was 2 years ago. Every all the four
I told my
wastelands
agent to make sure my place has spaghetti and meatballs. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was that.
All four
I told my
wastelands?
agent I
Yeah.
needed a specific menu. And like
Holy
me, Chris,
shit.
yeah,
The
me,
That's
next
it, my
four
fucking
wastelands
agent's fired.
after that, you go if you go up to the catering, hamburgers, hot dogs, spaghetti and meatballs.
What the fuck, man?
He hasn't been there since, but the last 4 times.
Just in case.
Fucking send him that to his house.
Uh,
Here's some spaghetti meatballs from the food court there.
Right. Just a plate of spaghetti in my balls. All right.
I met him a couple times, dude, and like, I mean, he hasn't been like, he hasn't said anything nasty to me, but like, he's just like dismissive. Like, I met him as a kid,
Yeah.
and it was like a bad experience, and then I met him like 2 times after that, like when I was older, and it was just kind of like, okay, cool, man. Like, I don't know, I'm not.
He's-
If you're not famous, it's like fuck you, you know, or
I
you know.
very much heard like yeah, he's a dick unless you have tits.
Yeah, or that too.
And yeah, that's what
So I'm not famous, and I don't have tits, so I guess fuck me.
Unfortunately,
And I didn't have
I've
spaghetti and
lost weight.
meatballs either.
And
So he
spaghetti-
got fucked.
Offer him spaghetti and meatballs next time you see him. See how that goes.
All of a sudden, he's like my best friend. He's like calling me all the time. "Oh,
Hey, it's Spaghetti Joe.
hey, there he is, Goomba.
Hey, Gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
All right. Well, does anyone have anything else to add to Freak?
We could do just the
It's
ending.
freaking
statements.
awesome, man.
It's
It
freaking
fucking rules,
awesome.
dude. It's on Tubi if folks want to
Oh,
check it
shit.
out. You
Oh,
know?
and Wild Eye just
Yeah,
picked it
yeah.
up too.
Oh yeah. There you
Shut
go.
up, Bones. Shut up, Bones. God damn it.
It's the perfect. It's a perfect time to watch it too, man. It's nice, hot in the summertime. It's a camping movie and camper slasher. It's good shit.
Yeah, throw
Yeah.
this on
And
with
you fucking
with a
monster.
little pumpkin head and some sleepaway camp.
There
Got
you
a
go.
got a good little
Two.
marathon right there. Yeah, sleepaway camp too. I mean, hands down, my favorite. At least top 3 favorite slasher movie of all
They're all
time.
good.
So good.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Evil
Yeah.
Return is fucking fantastic.
I think
I haven't
so
seen
too.
it.
That
Thank you.
stinks.
I gotta revisit that one, man.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
love all of them except for that fan
Oh, the
edit
Survive or
for.
the Survive or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I have the limited box set that
Yeah,
has
yeah.
like the scenes from 4 that they filmed before they shut
Yeah. I
down,
have
that
and then
too,
they
yeah.
made that
Me too.
fan
You
edit.
know, we're collectors.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You can
Yeah,
put your
yeah,
dick
yeah,
away.
whatever. You want to pull it out and show us? Oh, we have the original
Oh,
cross.
fucking pull it out!
Whoa!
No.
Don't scare our guest away.
Do I have to make a meme about you as well, like I did Christian, where it's just him holding his cock, being like, "Oh my god, isn't my collection so huge?"
No, it's just gonna have that crossing over it, like the.
You better watch that shit, dude. Arthur's gonna fucking pull it off.
Dude, for real. And
Oh,
where
can we talk
Bones
about? I
lives,
just
I can
want to
see
mention
it.
that one thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy's chained up in the back room, and his dick's ripped off, like in front of him. But he's not like screaming or anything. He's just
No,
like,
he's
"Ugh,"
so
like,
calm.
My dick's off.
Adrenaline like a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I definitely would
He
be
was too
like,
busy coming.
I'm like,
Like-
"Ugh."
you would have found me real quick.
Yeah.
I think he's over there. Why? Because he's out here screaming like a little girl.
Yeah, I imagine he would go more into shock than actually just like screaming. I don't know.
I think it would be shock. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he lost so much blood, he just lost energy.
He was
Okay.
screaming the whole time, and then he didn't. By the time she got there, he was like, I'm all
Yeah.
out.
I'm
all
done.
out.
That's it.
I'd give up.
He
Okay,
just
well,
placed it on the ground.
That's the part where he's just coming to terms. He's like, all right, I could
Yeah.
start a new life over, and I could probably live with this.
Looking at it like, yeah, maybe I could sew that back on or something.
It's like, I mean, if we
It'll
get
be
it on ice within the next 20 to 40 minutes, I should be all good to go by next Wednesday.
Where's that big freak motherfucker? Tell him to put it in a bucket of ice.
Right? I'm sorry. I know you're like murdering my friends, but you got a cooler around here?
Yeah. Maybe it's time to transition.
Oh, no.
It's like, it's about time I've been honest with myself.
Always kind of felt like a girl.
There's just something about Frankenfurter, man,
Was that freaked when Randy Quaid's like, you know what? You want to look better without a dick.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude!
Shout
Mr.
out the
T.
Blu-ray coming out soon.
I'm
Dude,
so
seriously,
excited.
I can't wait.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
No, because
Dude.
James L. Edwards showed it to me. He was just like, "Hey, have you seen Freaked?" I was like, "No." And we watched it.
You
I was like,
never
this
saw
is
Freak till
fantastic.
then?
No.
Oh, Alex
Well,
Winter
man.
did such a good
Yeah,
job with
dude,
it.
it's so
Yeah.
fucking amazing. He directed a couple more after that, I think. Or
Did he?
I think he directed like one or two other things.
He could have, yeah. But Freaked is obviously his fucking masterpiece. I love Bill and Ted, but Freaked is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He did like the Ben 10 movie or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like he did like
Did he?
some animated
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, like kid stuff.
He was supposed to
not
do
gonna-
the Gate remake, Gate 3D.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I met the guy who directed The Gate. I still have his email.
Oh,
But yeah,
Tibor Talk.
yeah, well, he didn't want to be in my town. His Mustang broke down, and I helped him push it into my hotel that I worked at.
Hey, by
He
the way,
did not-
did you make the game?
Yeah,
I
no,
think
he
he
didn't
made
want to
The
be there. No, I didn't know that.
It's
I was
like, dude,
telling
we're in
him about-
Oregon. How the fuck did you find?
Yeah, no, I was like, I didn't tell him. I told him about what I did. He's like, oh yeah, well, The Gate and like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I directed that shit. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, hi.
Actually, a fucking throwback to Sleepaway Camp 2. I work at a movie theater, and on our name tags, we have to have like, oh, favorite movie. And when I first started, I just put Sleepaway Camp 2 because I gave like a list,
Serbian
and they're like,
film.
this one, that's one of the ones I put. And they were like, no, haha. But I had Sleepaway Camp 2, and this guy, like this older guy comes in, and he was like, staring at my bed, like my name tag. He's like, oh, Sleepaway Camp 2, you like it? And I was like, oh yeah, dude, I love it. It's great stuff. He's like, oh yeah, my team did the special effects for it. And I looked it up, and oh god, what the fuck's his name? Oh, Bill Johnson. Apparently
Bill
his team, yeah, his team out of
Yeah.
Atlanta did the effects, and he just came into my work one day. I was like, oh yeah, my team did that. And I looked him up, and I'm like, holy shit, what? So yeah, that's Freak from 2020 by Lucky Cerruti. Any final thoughts, Christian? Throw it to you first.
I think, like you're saying, it's a good hats off to different kind of movies than your typical backwood camping, but it does a really good job doing it, and it follows along really well. I think the gore is fantastic. Definitely is standout on James Bell's work. And like you were saying, it's cool to see his hands actually more in it versus just seeing his props. And then, yeah, as a whole, the creature is fantastic. I think the way that they were able to achieve so much with such a small budget is pretty fantastic. So all around, great film.
Bones?
Yeah, I think Lucky did a great job. I mean, I'm purely impressed. Like, I've spent 10 grand on a fucking short that didn't come out this well, at least in the special effects. I usually try to pull off crazy extra shit. But yeah, I think Lucky did a great job, and I think Christian is partially right. I think the pacing is awesome. Wish we maybe had a little more, just make it like a full feature, but that's, like I said, just to his own benefit. I thought the acting was great. I loved the characters. I loved the dialogue. I think everything turned out really well. But yeah, it's just a great movie, and I think Lucky has a lot of really good talent. Like, he's really good with cinematography and lighting. Some scenes weren't lit correctly, but that's just indie filmmaking. I think Goblin, you said, took like 16 days to shoot, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, the fuck ups are excusable and they don't take away from the film. I think it's just a really good piece of indie filmmaking. And that's all I have to say. But before I do, buy my book, My Devilish Pet, on Amazon right now.
Finally got the physicals, huh?
I did. Yeah.
Let's get physicals.
Physicals.
And so before we pass it to Joe, I gotta reference your big main show one more time. But so is this in the dumpster or on the shelf for you?
Oh shit, man, this is on the shelf, dude, for sure. Yeah. Man, I had a really good time with this. I just thought it was a lot of fun, and especially for like knowing that it was only $700, like what they were able to do with the effects, and how they were able to shoot it and make it look really good, is pretty incredible, especially for having like nothing. I don't know what they shot this on. It looked like, I don't know, it looked like video, I guess, or like maybe like a DSLR or something. I don't know what they shot it on. He did a really good job, and Lucky did a really good job. Everybody knocked it out of the park. Everybody's here for this movie. Like everybody's taking it seriously, like we said before. So it's kind of refreshing to watch an independent film, take itself seriously. So I really enjoy that part of it. It's not being goofy for the sake of being goofy. And again, man, I love monsters and rubber monsters, and it delivers, dude. This big fucking weird freak. Like it's not what you expect it to be. It's like this giant, almost crab, I guess I want to say, with these like weird legs and these weird arms. You don't really see it like perfectly. And I love puppets and shit, so it was really cool to see that and what they were able to do with the budget. So it was pretty sweet. So I'd probably slip this in between like like Plutonium Baby and like The Suckling or something like that. That'd be like a fun like stack in there. Yeah.
No, I mean, if I can't express it enough, I love this movie too, and I love Lucky as a person and as an artist and everything he's doing. I do want to shout out, soon he's coming out with his new movie Box Cutter, which from what I've seen, some of the stills and even the poster art, it looks amazing. From what I've heard, it looks so good. This one's gonna be, I mean, if he made this with $700, I think the budget for Box Cutter is 15,000. So
holy shit. Well,
I think he started a Kickstarter, GoFundMe, and
Indiegogo for
Indiegogo,
15, and it almost got to 16. It was like 15,780 something.
But
that's
like,
great.
what the fuck is he gonna do with it? I don't know. But I hope James Bell is there for it.
Yeah, he definitely got a better camera. It looks 4K, it looks professional. I've seen some stills, I've seen some like teasers from it, and it looks fucking legit. It looks good.
And I'm pretty sure you can actually still pick up Freak if any of this sounds interesting to anyone listening to this, from Dead Vision Productions, which is Lucky's independent releasing company. You also have like Green Elephant and some other releases on there as well to check it. No Green Elephant.
Green Elephant was limited. But you could pick up Freak, or
I got it for free at Wasteland. So.
The shit lost my name. Uncle Sleezo's Toxic Television Hour.
Terrifying and toxic.
Mm-hmm. I just like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't yet, but as soon as I found out I was Lucky, I was like, I need to.
Yeah, definitely want to see that.
Just so I'm not like, hey man, I love your movie, and he's like, I've made more than one, right? So that was Freak 2020, Lucky Cerruti. I had an absolute blast. Thank you so much, Joe La Scola from Movie Dumpster, for joining us. Do you want to plug anything? You want to shout anything out before we go?
Yeah, totally, man. First of all, thanks for having me. I really appreciate you guys having me on. It was finally cool to hang out with you guys. Yeah, you can check me out at moviedumpsterpodcast.com or Movie Dumpster on YouTube or the social medias and all that shit. And wherever you get your podcasts, we are on that as well. So yeah, if you want to give it a shot, give it a try and see if you like Movie Dumpster.
And to me, it's Goblin approved, and I guess that means something to people. Cause
that means something to
saying that. Goblin approved. And with that, from Quality Violent Cinema, I'm Goblin O'Reilly,
and I'm Bones,
and that's Christian, and this has been Violent Cinema Review.